All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Drink the Movies. I am Brian, and I am here with my giant box of Flaviar Airlines Whiskey Advent Calendar. So happy December the 3rd. Hopefully you're getting off to a good start here in December. You've had a good start to the month. Hopefully you're not too stressed out already. But Christmas comes soon, so, keep that in mind. But we're keeping that in mind as we talk about some whiskeys today. So we are on to day number 3. So we had the first couple were really good, and I'm excited to keep going on today. You can see 3 right there across the top, which is convenient. GLA. Is that Glasgow? I don't know. We'll find out for sure, and we're going to find out there together. So let me know how you've been spending your first couple of days of December. You been drinking anything good? Have you been watching any good movies? Let me know, because the movies are coming fast and furious for us right now. So we've got my vial right here, and let's set this down and take a look. All right, here we go. Vial number 3. Indeed, Scotch whiskey, product of Scotland. Can you see that there? Calm down, camera. All right. 46% alcohol by volume. Okay, sample number 3. There you go. There's your QR code. Check that out if you want. But yeah, I'm excited for some Scotch. Scotches come in all sorts of varieties, right? Most people think of Scotch and they think of like like an ashtray at worst and like a delicious campfire at best. But I mean, there's lots of Scotch whiskey out there. Some is peaty, smoky, like you think. Others is sweet and succulent and delicious. Kind of depends on where it comes from. In Scotland, is going to make the difference there. And we'll see what we have here today. Oh, not really much smoke here in terms of this one at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at our color right here. Nice dark amber color. Little gold, little straw kind of here in my eye, but it is right there. Let me get some white cardstock behind it there so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, nice and clear, nice and bright. Showing up a little bit more coppery on the camera there than it is in my own eyes. But yeah, that looks lovely. Looks like quite the nice dram. So let's give this a sniff. Okay. It has a really kind of interesting aroma. I mentioned it, not a lot of smoke, but it actually maybe like super tamped down. Like it smells like if you've ever had a campfire, bonfire, something like that. And then you throw some water on it, something like that. So it's kind of like a damp wood sort of sensation, covering up kind of those hot ashes there of a campfire. That's really lovely. That's really interesting. It's very fragrant. I'm having a hard time kind of placing it. Not much spice really to it. Definitely a little bit of sweetness. Usually in your Scotches will be aged a lot of times and used bourbon barrels, so I'm getting kind of those notes. Not like this is particularly made of corn, which I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it is not, but kind of like hung out, like in a place where some corn mash whiskey might have been at one point. That smells really nice. It's really interesting. All right, there it is. Let's take a look. We'll refer to my passport right here and see what we got. We are on day number 3 from GLA. Okay, we are on to 12-year-old Loch Lomond. Okay, I'm not familiar with that at all. It says single malt Scotch whiskey right there. Single malt Scotch. Loch, means lake, I guess there. So Lomond must be a lake area somewhere. And this is in the Highland region of Scotland, which is some of my favorite Scotch whiskeys come from the Highland region because they have kind of the sweetness to them. They have kind of some more honey notes and vanilla notes like that. And so that's kind of what I'm expecting to get out of this. But let's go ahead and take a sip. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so I'm getting a fair bit of cinnamon actually on the tongue there. It's probably some of the heat. So 46% here in this instance. Yeah, a little bit of heat, and that's coming across as cinnamon on my palate. A lot of honey, a lot of vanilla, Yeah, really, really nice there with the heat. It kind of tastes like, I don't know, like some sort of like warm, like cinnamon, like apple pie topping. Not appley like we had there with the Calvados a couple days ago, but kind of in that same sort of ballpark right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Loch Lomond 12-year-old single malt Scotch, aged in 3 varieties of American oak casks. So, okay, so that's kind of interesting. We can take a look here, if I can get it on screen. Fresh, green apple, citrus, pear. Yeah, absolutely. Green apple, I mentioned, kind of the apple there and the, like that brown sugar, sweet cinnamon kind of topping to it. Lingering 100%. Like I'm still tasting it in my mouth right now. Wood, smoky, slightly sweet. Yeah, for sure. Nothing too crazy in terms of the sweetness level here. I mentioned kind of those oak barrel notes, kind of sitting adjacent to the mash that, this would have been. I didn't see it listed in there, but some sort of Highland wheat or something, maybe potentially. I don't know for sure. Yeah, nice subtle sweetness. This is really, really nice. If you are into Scotch, if you are not into Scotch, stuff from Highland is a really good place to start because it is a little bit sweeter. It doesn't have that smoky presence that you associate with Scotch, your Johnny Walker and things like that. So this one is really, really nice. It's going to be perfect here for the winter with that little bit of, kind of cinnamon heat kind of fluttering in the background, nice and lingering. So you could drink this dram and then taste it probably for the rest of the night. So yeah, that is day number 3. Product of Scotland. What is it? Let me recap that here again real quick. Don't want to mess that up. It is the Loch Lomond 12 years. So go check that out. So let me know if you've ever had this Scotch whiskey because that's a nice one. Next time I'm looking at Scotches, that might be one I pick up. So hopefully you're having a great start to your December. Check out drinkthemovies.com for more information on the podcast. And I'll be back tomorrow with day number 4. Cheers. Happy December so far.